Ọmọ mi, wo ibi tí o ti ń bọ̀. Ó dá mi lójú wípé o ní ìbéèrè tí ó pọ̀. Wá, irú olùdarí wo lo fẹ́ jẹ́? Nítorí náà, pẹ̀lú ojú inú rẹ tuntun, sọ fún mi, kí lo rí? Ìṣesí orílẹ̀-èdè rẹ ti lè ba ọmọlúwàbí rẹ jẹ́, ṣùgbọ́n rántí, níbo lo lè wà láìsí orílẹ̀-èdè rẹ? Nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń dárúkọ ìdílé rẹ, kí ni wọ́n rí? Ìṣòdodo ni, bó ṣe é ṣe ni àti àdúrótì, tàbí tẹ̀mbẹ̀lẹ̀kun, ọ̀kánjúwà àti ìlara. Rántí wípé ọ̀kan ló jẹ́ nínú ìkan ṣoṣo. Nítorí náà, ṣe ìpinnu irú ẹni tí o fẹ́ jẹ́. Fọkàn sí ohun tó ń ṣe. Ìwé orin Dáfídì 91 sọ wípé,
Are you there? Yes. What do you fear?
Myself.
Are you on the right path? I hope so. If I told you there was greatness inside of you, would you believe me? At the start of the day, you look twice in the mirror, but your silhouette still obscures what the world really wants you to see. As a Black British citizen, I and many others are on a quest for our identity. The land I've adopted smears me while the place known as home is accessible for an expensive flight fee. At the end of the day, what will you choose? Consume the dark or create the light?
People have often asked me over the years, how did you become an activist? And what made you decide to become an activist? What was that pivotal event in your life? And for years and years, I thought about it. Well, it must have been when 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama was bombed.
You know, when you're in this culture in our society, you can do some phenomenal things individually, but they'll never reach their full potential unless you do them collectively.
Capitalism is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work, if you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm gonna use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry. You know, but and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right. People who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things.
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
levels them.
Pretty soon it's
Is
all
that
gone.
what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.
Most important thing, number one, is you got to get rid of doubt. If you got doubt in what you're doing, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? And the way to do that is you have a plan. You have a step-by-step list of things to do to get to your goal. If you don't have that, it's very hard to really have faith in what you're doing.
Boris Johnson has rejected claims that...
Firstly is that this is not a new problem. Every generation pretends gang crime is a new problem. So when you look at the press reports they cite in their scholarship, it's this same sort of sense of moral panic, this unprecedented thing. When actually we've had violent teenage youth gangs for 150, 200 years, maybe even longer. And the social indicators of that violence have remained identical for almost 200 years.
It's prioritizing this end of crime.
And it means believing that the young people who are dying are important and valuable, and being willing to have a nuanced and human view of young people that do sometimes very, very bad things.
So, as an artist, politically, artistically, the whole idea about your environment must be represented in the music, in the arts.
Whoever you are, wherever you are, whether you are a student, an academic, whether you are a worker, whether you are a person involved in your church, whether you are an artist, there are always ways to gear your work towards progressive, radical transformation.